Good afternoon, everyone. Hope all is well. Just firing up quick stream. Not sure how long I will stream for today. But yeah, thought I'd just fire up quick since I was considering just playing, so I may as well stream at the same time. So I'm just trying to sort the old Spotify stuff. Yeah. And let's see how it goes from here. And we're just going to be playing some NL50 today. So let's jump into it, shall we? Okay. Pool looks okay-ish. It was quite decent last night. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. Gonna size down a little versus a smaller stack size. Bottom left. And fold is all good. And yeah, maybe I stream for like an hour or something. I don't know. Again, let's see. Let's see what happens. Essentially. Picking up the queens. Let's 3-bet this one. Just folding here. I mean, we're gonna have a lot of checks, I think, on a board like this. He's gonna have a lot of ace-jack suited. We're blind versus blind, so he should be fairly wide-ish here. Might even go very small. Problem is getting raised will suck a lot. And then I'm like in a world of pain, basically. He can have some king jack suited, king 10 suited, stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, I'm not afraid like to raise on this one. It's all good. And calling again. From Brazil. And that's a nice river. I mean, I lose to one hand and one hand only. He snap checks. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna lose sometimes. My hand's just, like, really good. I mean, unblocking some jack-high flushes he may have or something like that. I don't really see the... Yeah, I just jam this one in. Okay. Hey, Captain Nemo. How you doing? Bottom left. Gonna go for the overbet. He stabbed really small. On the flop. He's recreational. He might just call like jacks or something, but that's all good. I'm not trying to fold that. Some random like 8 or 9 might fold now. I mean, he has the straight, so it's all good. It's absolutely fine. Hello, GTO Wizard TV. Thanks, buddy. If that is Soto, the main man, the wizard himself. Super grateful for you jumping on, buddy. We're just like messing around here. No wizarding for me today. As you know, I had a couple months off, and I mean, this size, like, I'm going to call this for sure. This is 10. Seems like a decent flop. Checking this one. Blocking top 2. I might check this king queen. Calling. Top left, still going for the call. I think king, queen, king, jack, that kind of stuff. Blind versus blind. No, just checking. He checks. I mean, this might be a point to just check, but now I can do whatever I want bottom right, I feel. Gonna check this jack 10, and I lose to queens, that's fine. Double barrel on ace 10x. Okay, seems fine. I mean, I have no fold equity if I do anything. I have the ace of hearts, which is something. Down here, if I jam, he'll just call all of his king X, so I'm not going to get out of line versus that guy, I don't think. Even though it's super tempting to do so. Ace queen off. Can be call, can be 3-bet. Gonna call. I called actually the last time. Also, guys, let me just shout out GTO. Wait. Maybe I have to do it on Twitch, perhaps. Let me shout out GTO Wizard, guys, because GTO Wizard TV actually is, I mean, what would you call it, fairly recent-ish, but the value we're getting is pretty great. Where there's lots of drills being run, what I've been doing is when I've been preparing my dinner or something like that, I've been watching at the same time, which is cool. Gonna bet for value now. Bottom right with my king 9. I think it's fine. Might even check a weaker king. I mean, I'm super distracted here, like without this one. And I don't think there's anything we can do with our hand. I think we can win sometimes. I lose to ace king and some random pocket pair. But that's it. Flopping trips down here is pretty great. Show you this one. Against a recreational as well. Gonna half pot this one. Nice. I mean, he has some better 6x as well, right? Ace 6, king 6, if he's flatting those from the small blind. Who knows what that range looks like? No idea. So I will just click the call button here. Then he goes half pot. I mean, I might even raise myself now. Like, this looks like someone trying to hit some kind of flush draw, maybe. So I may even raise this myself. What size would I like to go? I think like this is okay. And if he has a bet at 6x, he has it. It's all good. Down here, I was going to go for... I went for 2 large... He snap called me both times. So I'm going to give up my Jack High versus a recreational. And I actually win versus Jack 6 of hearts. Not that that was the intention. Like, maybe my hand's always a bluff. Probably is versus maybe some normal guy. But versus recreational, I don't know. I'm not going to actually bet big here. The pocket 8, I mean, I could call. Kind of tempting. He uses its larger size. He goes 9 bigs. I think I fold to that. Gonna pot this turn. Call the 5-4 suited. Flopping middle pair is pretty sweet. I like the size here. But again, recreational. Could be on the tighter side. Gonna start for the call. So many nice turn cards for me. 3 is good, a 4 is good, 5 is good, some random heart is good. Even an ace is not the end of the world. Just don't want him to jam the turn. Okay, we don't pick up that additional equity that we needed. Hopefully he slows down now with something. Okay, that's quite nice. The question is now, should I bet this turn? I mean, he's never folding a pocket pair and he might check jam, which would be a disaster. When I can check and again realize some equity. Plus, I also give him a little equity, I suppose. So do I want to deny this one? And that's the worst river we could be asking for. Oh. I'm sitting out on the table by mistake here. Now he jams. Yeah, unfortunate. Hey, I thought it was you there, Sotos. I don't know why it's showing all of my lines here. I'm going to just change this graph. Because there's no need to see the red line and the green line, right? Let's just have a look at the raw line. Actually, I'm going to raise this bottom left. I am multi-way. which kind of sucks, but some random recreational betting that size into 2 people on a card that's really good for me. Gonna overbet. Snaps me off with the set of fours. Okay. Wasn't expecting a small bet on the turn with a set. He bets a third. I mean, he might be fine into 2 people, but that's fine. Gonna bet my ace jack now, top left, and 4-betting the ace queen. Guy seems pretty aggressive. Oops, I'm clicking buttons by mistake here, trying to get to my OBS. Let's see the fireworks. If he jams, then I will get out of there, obviously. Three betting against our buddy here. I'll just... I don't know what this is, but we're always talking in the chat and stuff. He always asks when I'm streaming. Hey bud, I'm streaming now, so... now on that board, I'm just going to start for the check with my specific hand. And same thing. My hand is just a give up. Goes for the small size. Okay, interesting. Let's let this one go. Mr. Nemo coming in with a raid with 2 viewers. Thank you very much, Nemo. Appreciate it. Hope your session went well. Also, guys, check out Mr. Captain Nemo. He's streaming tournaments. He's also the mod on this channel. So, but feel free to check him out. Some nice tournaments, etc. going on there. I might 3-bet this one, you know, this King Deuce. And I think I will. Just checking the monotone board, top left. Get the call there. I don't really like my suits too much, but I think my ace king and things like that. Ooh, the snap, the fastest call in history. Overbet on that turn seems fine. After it goes check check, probably. Now I'm just giving up. I think again, clear recreational. So. I mean, time to jam this river, I think. He'll call a 10, that's it. He'll fold a queen, hopefully. Maybe he calls king, queen. I'm having all kinds of nuts there. We're quite fast-paced right now. I bet half pot. Folding, oh. 20 odd bigs, nice. I shouldn't be auto-folding the small blind there. Okay. Float away. This guy's quite sticky, so I'm just punishing a lot of those floats. 3-bet my king 10 suited, top right. This is a Reggie guy from Lithuania. 3-bet the king 10 suited. 7 we will just call. Expecting lots of, yeah, small bets. I'll just let this one go. Picking up the ace king. And versus jam, we're obviously calling. Good luck, us. 8-9 suited. I mean, it's not the hand we want to be up against. We want to be up against like ace jack or something. And that's beautiful. Nice. I mean, give him the open ender. Love it. Would have been fine though if that queen had come out. I wouldn't have minded that so much. Multi-way, we're just going to be playing quite passively. And I think checking one more time. Mr. Sedge, sir, how are you doing? Good to see you. Yes, mate, it's been a long, long time. I hope you're all well. I hope you had a good Christmas, good New Year's, and all that stuff. But it's very good to see you, mate. Nemo, new challenge. $51. Sitting goes 8 games in, and I'm doing okay. Nice. Good to hear. Good to hear. Now he bets large into 2 of us. Just gonna let my 10s go. It's 5. I'm actually going to call. This is the fish. Letting the king jack go, I think. Yeah, he makes it small. I think this is fine. Let's call. And I think I'm going to stack off here, if I'm honest. Just get the money in. This is the shot to stack. I think this is fine. I mean, the worst hand you could want to see, really, but we still have equity, so... Lose the first. I didn't even realize Run It Once was on. That Run It Twice was on here. 4 betting up here. Multi-way. This guy flatted the button. This guy 3-bet the small blind. His range, I think, will be... Okay, just let it go. He just jams. It's all fine. Hey, Cubic. How you doing, buddy? That's an unfortunate few hands. Still going to bet this turn with my kings. The guys that are capable of bluffing just don't seem to be enjoying it right now. Folds, and then up here I get a really bad river, but like queen jack and all that stuff, jack 10. Yeah, it's too much if. I think I'm just checking. Ace jack, yeah, of course. They always have, in most scenarios when they're calling down like that, or what I've been seeing of just the pool again, pretty much, is they always have the strongest version of that hand. Like I talk about like queen jack, jack 10, jack 7 suited, like all this stuff that he may have. And he just sits there, he's like, yeah, I've got ace jack every time. Every time. Spiddy, how are you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Yeah, I'm still very much alive. Alive and kicking. You don't have the category for the stream. It doesn't say poker or anything. Why is that then? I mean, that sucks for people that would like to see. Why isn't the category showing up? Thanks, White, for the heads up. Hold on a second whilst I check. Oh, wrong one, guys. Pop this out a second. Pop this over here. Sorry, I'm still trying to concentrate on a couple of hands. Or one hand. It's done now. Game. There seems to be some kind of issue. Thanks for the shout out though. It doesn't seem to be working right now. It's asking me which game. I mean, I don't know why it won't allow me to select poker for some reason. It's really irritating. Glad everything's good, buddy. Flopping top set. Let's focus on that a minute whilst I try to fix the other issue. And against the fish as well, so I mean, just gonna go small. I could have just gone half pot or something, but just trying to size in a way where I can just jam the rivers. Yeah, okay. Yeah, exactly. It's 50 an L today. We're playing. Top bet to go through for a 3-bet and go half pot on this flop. Play all of my overcards in the same way. Having that king of hearts is quite nice. He should raise sometimes. Some like 10s and stuff like that. Definitely not like 7s, 8s, 9s, I don't think. Still quite like my hand for a double barrel. I put so many of his hands into trouble. Give so many of his hands trouble here. Those exact hands I mentioned. Jamming the turn I don't like so much. Again, like you want to just keep all my bluffs in as well, but the problem with players like this, like they just get really excited and they look at their hand and they just go for it. Poker's been great actually. I think I haven't been playing too much. I'll show you the graph later. I'll show you the graph of, but I think I'm up like $800-900 or something, like ridiculous like that. So it's been going really, really well. But I've just been pretty casual with it. I can see the port category under the stream seems like so good. Thank you, GTO Wizard. Appreciate it, buddy. Mr. Soto. I'll fold this one. Getting 3-bet by our friend down here as well. We'll definitely be calling blind versus blind. Glad it's all good then in that scenario. Half pot's interesting size, seems fine. I won't be folding. Backdoor straight, backdoor flush. Half pot. Not sure what that means, but seems okay. Gonna jam this one. Good luck. I jam all kind of ace-x. Okay, ace. Super interesting. Yeah. This obviously not the best result. We were hoping for some folds here, but yeah, there we go. I'm getting rinsed in every spot. Yeah, ace 4 blind versus blind is a really nice 3-bet for sure. I really like this as well, this size on the turn. My hand just forced to call. He can have 2 pairs, he can have flushes. Goes for the check on the turn. I think our hand is still worth half pot. Fold is all good. Kind of 3-bet. This is this guy under the gun with ace queen this time. And call the ace 10 offsuit. Picking up the aces top right. Bellingham Vinny 75. Thank you so much for the follow, buddy. Appreciate it. Welcome in. So we're in another spot now with the recreational with pocket aces. Just gonna size up a little bit. I mean, we can go even bigger, I guess. With the recreational. What stake you playing nowadays besides Stream Challenge? I mean, it's a mix, really, to be honest, mate. So I'm doing NL 100. And I've been also grinding some NL 50 quite a bit as well, just trying to get back into the swing of things, you know, like as best. I don't know why I look so red, guys, on the camera. Like I look super flushed here. But yeah, so that's kind of what I've been doing, but it's all been pretty relaxed. I haven't really put in much effort in terms of study. I've been reviewing quite a few of what the pool's been doing. But very similar to before, if I'm honest. They haven't really changed much. It's pretty much the same kind of stuff. I think easy call with the ace 10. It's a bad river. Overbet is interesting. Obviously calling my ace6. And I'll fold that ace 10. Checks behind. I feel like every time, or from what I've seen, this guy might be recreational, most likely is recreational based on those stats, but when people stab these flops, even though you can with like a mix of your random ace x, not just your spade combos, but probably the ones doing it quite a lot, they just always have a spade pretty much in my view. But I wasn't sure with the recreational, and yeah, the river's pretty bad overall. Okay, he bets his 7-4, which is quite interesting. Gonna double barrel the queen jack. Call. I mean, let's just keep the momentum going. I'm gonna 3-bet the 8 this time. I was thinking about this combo actually, and I was thinking, would he ever check back? Because this guy, I've got him marked as he's white call, a bit of a stain, but he bets super small on the flop, which is fair. Then on the turn, straight completes, he checks, which seems fine, and he calls, and yeah, he gets It's a good result for him, to be fair. Picking up the king queen. I'm not going to do anything with this combo. Just flatting. Not really expecting a bet very often on this specific board. Pick up the gut shot. And this guy does get tricky. I think I just check and give up my hand. Kings, yeah. Bet, check, bet, big size. With the fives, I think is worth calling. Queen 5. Nice. I'm just going to fold this versus 9 bigs, the king queen off. I want to see what else we can do. But I gotta be honest, guys, it's quite nice to be, you know, back in the mix again. And I've been enjoying the occasional stream, like no pressure, nothing like that. It's been pretty good. I'm gonna go for the bigger size versus him. Getting raised in position here by someone that under raises is a little bit concerning. But I don't think I can go anywhere just yet. Call this as a fish. I'd call anyway, but versus the 3 bigs, I'm just not too sure. Definitely folded now versus like slimy knit. Probably a reason to just fold the flop, but maybe off stream I would. A snap call here from the guy with the shark picture from Austria. Should be interesting. Ace King definitely going for the 4-bet. He's got so big. Okay, all good, all good. Let's see, what did he check? Okay. I mean, with the fish in the big blind, let's try. And we flop top pair with some backdoor stuff going on. That's always nice. And this guy pots it. This is going to be painful, I can see already. Queen 10 off, going to 3-bet versus the Brazilian. And I have no choice but to call. This is 7 suited. Snap check. I'm going to bet half pot. Get the crying call. The snap call, actually, not even crying. With King Jack of spades. Love to see it. King Queen with flatting. How's Zoom pull nowadays? It's pretty dead 6 million. I mean, depends which stakes you're talking about. If you talk about NL 200, NL 500, they are dead. I like the size. Again, nothing I can do with my hand. Just gonna have to let it go. You could argue a call, but hit my king and he's bluffing with some kind of random ace king or queen and ace queen or whatever. You know what I mean. But yeah, the NL50 pool is full of recreationals. As you can see, there's a lot of action, which is quite nice. Like I said, I think I'm up like $800 or something. But that's a mix of stakes. Now, this is interesting because we have a reg here really sizing up. So I'm going to 4-bet fold versus this guy, I think. He's pretty aggressive, though. And it is against a fish. It looks like a size that just wants to stack off, if I'm honest. So I'm going to try. But I'm not loving it. This is insanely strong from the big blind. And he will know that, especially with this fish in the pot. So if he jams now, then... yeah, that's all fine. And I think I just jam this flop. I get called by queens sometimes, I think. But yeah, it just goes in and I live with it. Queens. But then folding out ace. Okay, he has the pocket jacks as well, but with the club. So we aren't going to run it twice. Let's just run it once. I mean, I'm jamming aces, kings, and queens there without a club pretty much always, so it's okay. Getting a flat from the button from someone who's usually pretty aggressive. Gonna check on 7-6-4 rainbow. I think that's a nice turn to bet. And it'd be interesting to see. I guess he has a lot of that ace-x suited stuff now going on. My hand seems like quite a nice hand to bluff, but he will have some sets. So I'm going to overbet with this combo. All good. Ugh. Never seen this guy before either. Played in, like, no hands with him, so again, potential recreational. This guy recreational. I mean, let's try. Let's just get the money in for 20 bigs, I guess. Pocket tens, I'm just gonna flat. I thought this guy. Let's just get the money in. Running once. Hold it. Nice. And then top right going for the call 4-bet. So it raised flat from the button, and now this guy bet the flop. So just checking, is his random king 9, king 10? Yeah, so it's always that hand that bets for that size on that flop, but I just can't fold. So three bet small blind versus MP here. I'm going to start for the check. Yeah, not an ideal turn either. Can I bet for value against some random pocket pair that he has? He might check a jack very often, but I don't think so. I think he bets the turn a lot. This is check, check. I'll get called by, yeah, 8s, 6s, 5s. 6s, exactly. Going for that thin value. Love it. Three betting him. He very quickly calls. And I'm going to go for half pot. And just jamming the turn, I think. Lots and lots of action today. Three bet the king jack suited versus under the gun. Reggie guy. It's small multi-way. This guy flatting again. I guess this guy's some kind of recreational. Hey fun. This is NL 50 we're playing today. This is like casual grind, just chilling. Yeah, wanted to play. I mean, the NL 100 pool, let's just have a quick look. Seems decent-ish. But again, a lot of regs. It's good because the NL 200 pool just not running as often, or not very much. I guess I'm looking now, like a lot of these guys also playing NL 200 that are in that pool, so it's the problem. Not really. I haven't played in GG for a while. But I will. There'll be streams of that for sure. This guy looks spewy. Top right. They both kind of look a bit... Okay, I'm calling, but I'm not loving it. Obviously, I'm not folding ace-king suited here. If he calls, then maybe I fold. Raise, 3-bet, call 4-bet, jam. This is super strong. It's like queen's plus in my head. He's really tanking like some kind of jacks or what? Okay. Same hand, okay. Hearts. Oh, come on. Hold it. Let's go. Heart, heart, heart. Damn. Gonna rip it here. That was so annoying. Like, how annoying was that? All the equity in the world, but like still just can't get there. Shame. His jack suited, we could just flat as well. So, I can't remember, but I'm trying to think. I know some of these smaller pairs want to raise, but having 8s. I know it's like 4s and 3s and stuff, I'm not sure. Now they are insanely strong. He's probably flatted a hand that he should always 3-bet is my guess then in this scenario. Unless he has some kind of clubs. So I'm gonna overbet again with my pocket 8s, put pressure on some of those. Nice. My hand could get check raised a lot, which sucks. That's why I'm more in that. But this guy overfolding so much. So bottom right, I'm going to go for the, unless this guy does something, but I'm going to be going for the. Okay, so now he's cold called. So I really feel like raising here. Go for the old 10%er. I assume he jams all of his sets now. That sucks. The turn sucks, but I will just jam and he won't be folding any sets. I can't for the life of me think of anything that he has apart from the exact cards you see, right? Jacks, 10s, and 9s. I'm not sure completely about jacks, but definitely 9s and 10s. And they're never folding, so... Ace 9. A lucky turn. So he is what you would call a freaking whopper. Absolute whopper. So he gets the whale tag, which is so nice to get that into the pool. Someone like that. Gonna go for a large bet. He 3-bet blind, big blind versus button. He looks like he's 3-betting fairly reasonably from the big blind. So it could be a lot of check raises here. got some hands here, so we flop top 2, bottom right, and we flop an open-ender top right, and bottom right we have the 2 pair. Top right we have the open-ender. Okay, not this time. Top left we have the pocket aces. I think on 10-5-3 I'm going to go big. And I'm going to bet pot. With the ace of clubs, not... but, yeah. Maybe I can just bet smaller. Goes for a slightly larger bet. I think that's fine. Like, there's not much mistakes you can make on this flop, you know. Not the turn we wanted, but fine. I think I'm calling that king queen. Having the queen of spades is okay-ish. I'm definitely calling. Gonna check the ace queen. Fold the king 4. Is it? Yeah, it's exactly the thing. But out of position, there's not much I can do. I can't just like donk jam or something. At this turn for a large size in the delayed game tree. He thought about it, and then it's fairly quick-ish call, which means, yeah, for me, like, he will always have something, so. Pocket jacks. This seems fine as well. I like the call. I like the float. Ace 9, I know, right? What the hell was that all about? Guys, if you're new watching the channel, do me a favor, drop me a follow. I'd really appreciate it. And if you have one of those Prime subs, feel free to click and give it to me, because I'm trying to get more back into it. And if you're on YouTube, click the like button. That means a lot to me as well. But yeah, trying to get back into more of a schedule for streaming. It's not gone great, but I'm trying to also be a little bit relaxed, so like not too much pressure or anything. Pocket tens, happy to 3-bet and stack off that deep. Wow, it's 5 o'clock already. Whew, that's crazy. Pull up on the king 6. Oh, I didn't see, I'm looking at this guy who's just like super nit, basically, just super passive. Always get realism equity, but now versus this, like, should I call king 4? Nah, it's cruel, right? Yeah, let's let it go. He gets to live another day. If no one else gets in, I'm just going to call this one, I think, with the ace queen off. also just flatted 8s on the button because we had a massive recreational in the big blind, or 2 recreationals we are playing here. But we have to fold, unfortunately. Can I float this for pot? I mean, yeah, I think it's okay. But I don't like it very much. Snapchat guys, it's making this tough for me. But yeah, I just check and hope to show down versus some ace jack or ace 10 or something. Okay, Emax is perfect. Queen 10. So yeah, that's also... Love to see it. This guy limped, that's why I have 7-8 here, so I have a pair, that's something. I shouldn't be checking so quickly. He pots it on the river, interesting. Actually, let it go. If I ace or queen there, I think I call. Always, well, always calling an ace, of course, but maybe even a queen. Ace 9 suited with 3-betting. Picking up the kings. What's this guy thinking about now? Oh, I get a walk with kings, really? Yeah, painful. You forget those moments, do you know, like when you have a really, shitty session where like every 3-bet you make is just like you've flopped nothing. Then all your big premium combos, everyone just like folds pre-flop. You lose all the ability to win back any kind of money, which is kind of annoying. Gonna be calling the 9s versus the small blind. Seems reasonable guy. Yeah, okay. And that's a flop that we just fold. Especially versus that size. But his size is fine. Not sure what some of this music is, but 3-bet the ace queen blind versus blind. Oh, he goes 3.5. Like, what the hell do I do? It's like this in-between hand where I feel like I can raise, maybe stack off ace jack, but let's just call. Okay, this is pot. We're not getting the right price to hit our 4 out, so I would love to call here, but I'm not sure about multi-way with this guy that most likely will overcall, so I'm just gonna err on the side of caution and just fold. And I hope everyone else's grind is going well. If anyone is playing right now, then feel free to let us know. But I hope it's going well either way. Folding here. Queen 10 I'm going to be mixing in. And I will 3-bet this time. Pretty quick call. Ace 5, I could 3-bet blind as well. I'm actually going to go for half pot with this Queen 10. Such a great board. Yes, he'll have some 5-4 and blah blah blah, but whatever. It's not the best hand, but it's okay. Yeah, I'm not going to bluff a stain anymore. Why does this box keep appearing? It's very strange. Hello, Master Louis. Another day, another dispatch. Yeah, I know, buddy. And then they, of course, stab because they always have something. These people that are, I class them as stains of the pool, they always have something. Terrible. Okay. I can jam, I can 4-bet, and we can random. I don't know why I'm folding this one. Jacks, I'm just, ooh, against a shorter stack? Now let's just call this one. Oh my god, man. Really? Really? Jack. Oh my god, I win the first? That's insane. King. No. Wouldn't have mattered. Wow. Hey, Mr. Alan F. Poker. I can't believe we win that first one. What a lucky fucker I am. And it just has to go in the middle, I think. We have that extra little bit of backup with the Jack of Spades. Oh, never mind. Can you believe that with the Ace King? That's just insane. Runner, straight. Big Alan in the house, guys. How you doing, buddy? It's been so long since we've spoken. I hope you're well. We're just grinding some Zoom today. So, not that he needs any introduction, guys, but shout out to Mr. Alan F. Poker. Oh, I love him, mate. Do you know what? I do that all the time. Like, I said earlier, Soto, a friend of mine, works for GTO Wizard, and he always does his GTO Wizard TVs whilst I'm making, like, food, so it's great. I'm just opening here with the A6 a little bit wider. Probably a mistake by me because some of these guys are pretty aggressive, actually. I'm just going to fold the 7s, I think. And 3-betting the 6-5 suited. Yeah, exactly, my mistake. So I haven't actually watched Alan's latest video, but it's on my list for sure, because I know it's the results video, right? I've seen it pop up, but I mean, I've seen so many people's. But I always like to watch them, so I think Alan's one of those guys I always try to watch. I appreciate the resub as well, mate. Thank you very much. Is 6 off? We can 3-bet, we can call, kind of more in the 3-bet camp. Picking up the queens. Gonna start off with the check on the Jack 9-4. Harvey Specter on YouTube. Hi, man. How are you doing? All good, my friend. How are you? Just gonna be folding my combo, my A6. Just let this one go. Pocket 4s. Flatting. Let's see that set. Not quite. King 8, we're flatting. Picking up the aces. I'm gonna bet that turn. I could go small with the 4s. I don't necessarily need to go big. But he'll get sticky with lots of overcards. Oh, that's my assumption anyway. Ooh. Just check my 4s now on that river, and I will let you know if he floated that Queen Jack of Hearts or something. We are multi-way. Oh wow, okay. It was the A6 offsuit. Seems reasonable. Very reasonable, actually. Flop top set. Can check. I think that's what we will do. I mean, I will feel some pain on the turn, no doubt, but or do I check? Oh, do I bet small? And we're a little bit deeper, so let's just go 25%. I think another small bet should be fine. So I had another hand with Queen Jack where some guy called me down blind versus blind. With some random king high. It's just like super random. So look, I'm going to run into flushes. Sometimes. And if I run into flushes, then it is what it is. I'm not sure what I think about this guy leading. I don't know what flushes he could have. Maybe some kind of king queen. But if he has, then I think it's whatever. The small bet, I mean, I don't know. But then what do I want to call me as well? Is queen with the queen of hearts or something? I don't actually know. This might be a complete blunder, by the way. But it's going in the middle. And if he has it, he has it. The rivered sixes. He tried to get me with that heart as well, which really pisses me off. Like, just couldn't help himself but call down because he thought that six of hearts would cooler me, and he would clearly be prepared to go all the way. Like, I guess. I'm gonna bet small on this turn, top right. We get the call. And now I guess I can value bet. I'll lose to ace king. And some flushes. I don't think flushes play that way. Bottom left, I open blind versus blind. I'm unblocking that jack, which is beautiful. I think we're overbetting that turn. The snap call. Okay, if you want to snap call me, my friend. If he has ace-5, I'm pretty tilted, but yeah. I'm just gonna 2x pot jam this one. And let him call his ace-jack that they're never 3-betting, queen-jack, whatever, I don't care. No way he's snap calling a king, a 5, right? Like, there's just no way. Maybe he has 4-5, I can cooler him. Or something like that. A little bit deeper down here. So I'm going to go a little bit bigger. We'll go 15. I could go even bigger. But let's not versus Danny Lemon, who loves to float versus me. Absolutely fucking loves it. So raise, 3-bet, cold call. Now he goes for that 4-bet squeeze to a large size. And he definitely seems capable. Gonna flat here. Pay a bit of disrespect to Danny lad and say, hey, there's a fish in the big blind as well. Gonna check this one. Pocket nines, just going to go for the check back. I don't see any reason to bet the flop. Just let it go. Just back into playing after holidays and deciding which room to pick to unlock the deposit bonus. Any suggestions? I mean, you could always give coin poker a try. It's always a good one. Yeah, up to you. I should probably call here. So yeah, coin poker would be good, Harvey. Or I'm gonna fold to half pot. I think I love that 7 of diamonds though. Like, there's so many nice turn cards for me, but feels weird just like floating here with this random hand. Gone a little smaller, maybe I float, but I'm not going to be doing this. But yeah, or have you just come into stars, go on to GG, whatever. Yes, Edge, definitely a nice stack. Squeeze and call 4-bet out of position with pocket sixes called down to... He was going to be calling all the way. If he'd hit that heart, even though he only would have had, you know, that 6 of hearts, it didn't matter. Like, he was calling down to the river. Like, if he's going to call a set by that river... In my head, like, he's not folding that flush, you know. Otherwise, why else is he calling twice? What a turn. So there are definitely hands that I would like to check raise the flop with that now I would like to bet. So I'll go for the overbet. Well, kings on another table. And I got another walk with kings, guys. What the hell? It's crazy. Swivel Steel's coming in with the resub. Wow, 15 months, like crazy. All the boys in the chat, good luck, good luck. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. It's gone very nicely so far. We just won a beautiful pot. Swivel, I don't know if you were here to see it. But just in case, just for Swivel, guys, I think we... Do you know what? I'm just going to see bet small. I will find it. Okay, I have it there. I will fold these ones. So Swivel, we had this hand, and sorry, I need to try to play at the same time while I show you. 9s makes it in there for sure. 7s I will just fold. But we picked up pocket aces, we open, we get flat, we get 3-bet, we 4-bet versus the cold 3, the squeeze. Flop a set, which is beautiful. I decided to go for a very small bet. I thought about checking as well. But we're a little bit deeper, so I think it's okay. He calls, turns a deuce. I continue to bet small, I think. I play flushes the same way. There's this guy that's just 4-betting me. I'll fold the 9s, I think. Move that one over here. And then on the river, he leads, which is quite unusual for that small bet. I wasn't sure if it was inducing or not, but that recreational tag kind of tells me a lot. But still, he can have flushes, right? Like, that's quite obvious. I jammed. I wasn't sure what I should do versus the size, but jam seems good. And he calls me with the pocket sixes with a heart. He floated down just to call me with that hand. This guy betting, won't go anywhere with that king of spades. Plus the 5 is not too bad either. Some nice turns. And now he's potting. So I think I fold. I'll fold the king queen off. Uh, 6-5, just gonna fold. No reason to call the pocket threes either. Deuces, let's open this time. It's not 100% or anything, but I don't mind it so much, especially against BR Poker Pro. He's a little bit on the sticky side and not so much on the 3-bet side. So just let him call me down when we see that beautiful flop. Okay, never mind. Brazilian non-believer. Pocket jacks, I can call, I can 3-bet. Let's see, if he 3-bets, I'm really scared because he's never 3-betting. This guy seems a little bit on the tighter side, actually. From his position, I meant. I'm gonna 3-bet. It's a mix, it doesn't matter too much. And now we just go big. Let him float all that shit. Yeah, coin poker, so it uses cryptocurrency, but you can make the deposits from the exchange. It's quite straightforward. I've been playing on there a little. I don't have much money on there, to be honest. I didn't load up much because I wanted to check it out. It's fine. I feel like they need some kind of software upgrade. I'm going to flat this Pocket Fours because I feel like, again, I will always realize my equity versus a recreational. And I won't be squeezed too much, so that means we flat. And he has a whopper, so... as you can see, he leads. 9-7 suited on Ace King 6 Rainbow. Start with a massive bet. Fours I'm just folding, so I'm just getting rid of that now. We see the call here again. Guy from Lithuania who does not like to check fold very much. So I have to be mindful of those C-bets. Now he leads for a bigger size. Not sure about the bigger size. Seems fine. But I will just be folding. Queen Deuce, I am going to call this one. A little bit on the looser side, but it's okay. Three-betting the pocket tens, top right. And we start with a small C-bet on King 6 Deuce. Deuces I'll fold this time. Tens. Gonna start with the check. Pot control a little. And then bet that turn. Gonna double barrel this one. It's not the best turn card, but I think it's okay. Now he leads for half pot. Okay, that's fine. Let's just call. I was thinking of a river. It didn't. It's not a 6. It's not a 6. And now it's like, how good is my hand? Like, he has King Jack suited. He has some Queen Jack suited as well. And yeah, I think I'm gonna check this one. He has a lot of this Jack X. The rivered set. Okay. Don't know why he led the turn, but seems good as well. If he wants to lead, maybe he goes for a bigger size with 6s. He went for half pot. Yeah, I think I'll go bigger. There's also a fish in the big blind down here, so I'm flatting my Ace-3. What a river, by the way. I'm gonna call the Jack 10 off. This is this guy. And just checking. Bottom left. Winning very often. What did he float with? Some random... King 5. Okay. Call this one my gut shot. It's like, what, just over half? Maybe this is a fold. For that price. Probably a fold. So top right, this guy, he's not 3-betting very much. He is in the small blind, so he has a lot of that random bullshit Jack X. But this is the perfect turn card, and I have nut out, so it seems fine. The guy double-barreled half-pot with the Jack 10 as well, and I think it's the time for me to get out there. Fold the Jack 9. I couldn't just call this one, but maybe more Queen 9. Gonna check back the Ace-4. This guy's getting very much out of line. I might call this 10-8. I think I will. And imagine that for a flop. I'm gonna go for a small bet. I could just check again, but I think it's fine. That's all good. Now let me show you this one. Gonna go for a third. I can call a check raise as well. Nice, okay, so he's probably just getting a bit out of line and then giving up. Blind versus blind. He checks on this one. He's super nit by the looks of it. Well, his stats tell me that he's pretty much a nit. Not that I'm going to rely on it too much because it's not a big sample. He checked super fast on the flop. That's kind of leading to my decision more than anything. I just don't know what it means for him. Okay. Now I'm sus. The snap check on the flop, like what does that mean? Let's see. Okay. Monster equity hand. Okay, all good. Guys, like I said, if you're on YouTube, make sure to click that like button on the video. It helps a lot. And if you're on Twitch, then drop me a follow. Is 10 off versus short stack guy. I'm just going to let this one go. I'm going to call the Ace-3 with 2 recreationals in the mix and the recreational in the big blind. Come on, man. Like, where's my one time, like, all diamond flop here? This gives me nothing. Have to fold. Multi-way, we do a lot more checking. Do you know what? I think I'm going to try something that I seen recently. Okay. Jack suited, we're just calling. Folding the king queen versus the 4-bet. The snap check is so strange, man. Like, versus snap check, I feel like I just have to bluff, but it's just gonna call me with anything. Is my king high ever good? Like, does he ever? It's just all ace-x, right? I'm not gonna bluff this guy. Pocket sell. Okay, I didn't think about this one. It didn't even come into my head, and I get a walk again with aces. Come on. I will be wrapping up things pretty soon, guys, just because I couldn't play a long stream today. Gonna call this one recreational, blind versus blind. A little bit deeper. Seems all good. Check and win against some random ace high. Love to see it. Twex pot on the river is super interesting. Let it go, but three bet my 10-9 suited. Button versus cutoff. Pocket three is a call, and we see nothing. Not a bad flop, but not the flop we wanted. Easy call, I think, with the threes, but this guy's playing 13, 12. Okay, it's not the river we want. It's fine. Diamond's also not what we want, because all of his floats will contain a diamond, I feel. Or some weaker ace X. This is that bet. I might call, you know. It's not great. Set. Okay. They always have, like, monsters, if you've noticed. Like, every time they're in a pot, they just can't help but have a monster hand. Flat's a small blind, right? Okay. Let's clear some outs with those queen jacks and jack tens and stuff. Unless it's specifically like 10-9. Ace 7, okay. Fucking hell. Rivered left, right, and center. Even the large bet, right? Like, what the fuck is this float? Like, monster raise, he just like, yep, calling you down. Good luck, Sedge, for your session. Nice to see you, buddy. Enjoy, Nemo. I'll be finishing up soon anyway. 3-bet this guy again. He's getting also out of line from later positions anyway, so. Just calling the ace jack in the big blind, flop top pair. Very nice. So for a small bet, that seems fine. Just going to be calling. And the sixes, I mean, I shouldn't be calling too often here. Maybe like 4s and 3s a little bit more often. I'm going to bet my hand here. But I knew a set was coming because we haven't hit a freaking set all day. We want to see some big bets here. Love to see it. Yeah, so I basically want to stack his over pairs now, not later. So it's aces and kings and queens. We win a stack now, but turn comes a 5 or a heart, he might get spooked, so. Ah, he bets so large. Blind versus blind. He overbet the flop, which is crazy, right? So I'm just gonna jam this one. Two combinations of queen jack. Lots of ace queen, king queen. Calling my ace-9. There's a lot of bad rivers, but that's a very good one. Now he just should size an away that represents straights and a jack X, which looks like pot, I think. Not sure about this size, but I'm calling for sure. Okay, guys, I'm going to be sitting out the next big blind, okay? So this might go a little bit quick. So apologies if it does, but it's the way that it goes. So I'm flatting here, obviously fish in the mix. Checking here. Gonna go for a small bet. Okay, he bets big into two of us. I'm gonna just let my ace-9 go. Picking up the kings. Okay, two of these tables are gone. Let's focus on some of these other tables. Just giving up that king queen. Another walk, guys. Can you believe it? It's very irritating. It's 5 suited. Okay, this is the last table, guys. Oh, no walk this time, huh? John M. Pack from Greece. Oh, big tank, big tank. Pocket deuces. We're going to be playing this hand, guys. Well, let's see. Yeah, we're playing this one. Super passive guy in the big blind as well. He's really tight. I'd be very surprised to see a squeeze. Big bet into 3 others. Nice easy fold. Okay, that's everything, guys. So what we'll do now is, let me just show you the result of the session. So this is it, guys. This is the session we played. Let me just get all the hands in. We're up $17.50, which is fine. Let's look at some pots we lost. We got stacked by our buddy. Friend of stream. Blind vs blind. He 3-bets. We call. Goes for half pot on 4-4-3. I thought even about clicking this one, but calling's also fine. Check. Now he goes for another half pot. Not quite sure what this is meant to be. Mr. JT Diamond, buddy, you're just coming in for the last bit of the stream. And I decided to jam this one, and he calls, snaps me off with the well played ace-4. Not sure about the turn bet. I think he probably can go bigger than half, but it's fine. He made us go crazy with that ace-7. And that's pretty much like the big stack we lost. And let me just remind and show everyone the big hand that we won. So JT, you'll enjoy this one. So I open the cutoff, get flapped by the button. We get squeezed by the big blind, a little bit deeper. I go for a 4-bet, can go even bigger as well. But then he decides to call. Flop is monotone. We obviously flop a set. We can check a lot on these and I think going very small. I can even go 10% here. Is definitely a viable option with like my ace king, ace queen, kings with the heart, queens with the heart, stuff like that. I think it's fine. Or I can check those back as well. I think they just come into the mix. He ends up calling. Turn comes a deuce. Nothing changes. So I continue to barrel. He will have a lot of those one heart combos. Like he might even have a hand. He has the recreational tag, or kind of recreational-ish. He goes for the call. River 6. He then leads for this small size. I don't think people induce enough with flushes with sizes like this, but I decide to jam. Not quite sure in theory, but I think it's fine that we always jam our set here. And I will have bluffs as well, right? So, and then he thought about it for a while and then decided to call. And he has the pocket sixes. He had the rivered set. But he was calling us down to literally call for a 300 big blind pot with the 6-eye flush, which is hilarious in reality. So, yeah. That was a fun one. We won a nice 300 big blind pot, which is beautiful. Here what happened with the king queen, we raise, we get 3-bet and cold called. So I decided to go for the 4-bet and the cold caller overcalls. We flopped the absolute stone cold nuts. And versus a fish, I just went for 10%. Let him do whatever he wants. He should have, in my view, 9s, 10s pure. Like, because that's a lot of their flatting range. Turn becomes ace. I think just jamming now and getting paid instead of the river being a scare card that he folds his 10s or 9s is quite good. He snapped me off with the ace-9 of hearts, which is pretty funny. So yeah, guys, that's everything for the stream. Like I said, drop me a follow if you don't already. If you're watching on YouTube, drop a like to the video. It helps me a lot, and I would appreciate it. And yeah, don't forget that you can always sub to the channel to get rid of those pesky ads if you'd like, and you can use your Prime thing if you choose to. But no pressure from my side, like up to you entirely. So that's it, guys, for the stream. I will raid us over to somebody else now, and I will be back hopefully tomorrow for another stream of Zoom. Take care, guys, and see you very, very soon. So JT, you'll enjoy